Everybody. So I just did a tutorial on my makeup, a get ready with me, and I am doing a voiceover. So this will be my first time, and this is the finished product, and you will see that on the video as well. So wish me luck.
Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to be putting on my makeup. And the first thing I'm going to use is the Stay Matte. Now, I'm going to put this under my eyes as my concealer. I know you can use it all over your face, but I prefer to use it as a concealer because it really does a very good job. So, as you know, this is my first narration, and yeah, so I thought I would do this and see what happens. So I'm putting it all over my eyelid as well, and I'm using my finger rather than a beauty blender or a brush. Okay, so that's it for that one. Now next I'm taking the highlighter. It's Josie Marin, I'm sorry. It's an illuminizer. And I'm going to put a little on the top of my hand, and I'm going to add a little bit of the CoverGirl, not Stay Matte, but CoverGirl. And I'm going to mix it in together. And then I'm going to dot it on my cheeks and on my chin, nose, forehead, and sides of my face. And I'm going to rub that in, blend it in with my fingers. I do not use a brush or a beauty blender because this is more my style. Okay. And I'm just going to rub that all over, blend it in all over, and get that on my face. Okay, so continuing on. Okay, so I'm continuing to blend the makeup into my face, and just to make sure there's full coverage, I just want to make sure there's no spots or holes. Taking a little piece of paper towel, wiping the top of my hand off, and then I'm going to check it out in my magnifier. And because you know, with these kind of eyes, taking a little Q-tip, wiping underneath my eyes just to get that old mascara off. And then the next step, I'm taking the Shape Tape, the Tarte Shape Tape, dabbing it underneath my eyelids and the bags, the beauty bags there. And on top of my forehead, there's a little red spot. On my eyelid, there's also a little red spot. And then I'm going to take a little beauty blender, my little blue beauty blender, and I'm going to blend it in because I feel that the Tarte Shape Tape is best used with a beauty blender instead of the fingers. And it's working very well. I really like the beauty blenders for when the Tarte for the Shape Tape. Okay, so let's see. The next step, making sure the everything's well versed and well applied. Then I'm going to take my powder, my Revlon Color Mate, and I'm going to take my little flat brush, and I am going to apply the powder underneath my eyelids and around my eye, just to give it, to set it, to make sure that it doesn't, the wrinkles don't get, you know, they don't get, get soaked with the makeup and make wrinkles worse. And then I'm taking the powder, the Sibella powder, Sibella brush, I'm sorry, and I am taking it all over. And the next step, I am going to take my eyebrow pencil, and it is a CoverGirl Professional Brow and Eye Maker. And it's number 500 Midnight Black, but actually it's gray. And that's what I use for my eyebrows because it seems to match my hair so much better than taupe or brown or blonde. So I have... yeah, so there you go. One eyebrow done, next one working on it. I do a pretty fast job because I'm pretty used to doing eyebrows and doing makeup. I just never used so much makeup before I started watching YouTube videos. But anyway, so yeah, there it goes. And I think that that's a pretty done job right there. Continuing on, I'm taking that same pencil and I'm underlining my waterline with it. And I know a lot of people don't like to do that, and I've seen pros and cons on it, but I like it. I like the way it makes my eyes pop. It opens my eyes up. Instead of putting it right on the waterline, I put it on the lash line. And there you go. So that's done, and now I'm going to take my black pencil, which is ColourPop cream gel liner, and I'm going to do my tight line with that. And I'm just going to put the pencil up underneath and just go it back and forth. I cannot hold that up, my lash up, and do that. It just does not work for me. So I just put the eyeliner in there and I close my eyes and I just do it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that works very well for me. So that's what I do. And then, so moving right along, the eyeliner's done, completed, finished. And now we are going to take the, I don't know what I'm looking for here. Okay, so now we're going to take the Smashbox Shape Matters Eye color. The yeah, you know what it is. So I'm going to take that color right there, and I'm going to go over my eyelid, and I'm just going to go over it just to give it some color. I don't like to wear a whole lot of eyeshadow, and I kind of tend to stay with the taupes and the browns and the mauves and those browns. It seems to work better for me. I don't want to get all that eyeshadow in my wrinkly eyes, and I do have wrinkly eyes. And the only thing that's going to fix that for me probably is some surgery, and I'm not ready for that. Just can't afford it either. So, and I put it all over my lid and mostly on top of my lid there. And I'm just going back and forth with the brush. That brush came with Smashbox, and that's what I use. And then on the other side of that brush, there is a little kind of a small brush where I'm taking the darker brown and I'm going to line my upper lid line. And I don't do the, you know, the long, yeah, I can't even think of it right now, but I just put it on just to give it some definition there. And yeah, and so that's brings out the eyes a little bit, I think, and it's not too much. I don't like to make my eyes, you know, like too much. I never use blues, purples, or any of that. And I may try a mauve at one point, but right now I'm just getting back into the eyeshadows. So next, I'm going to go in with the white NYX, and that is a highlighter. I'm going to go in with one of the small brushes with kind of the point, and I don't have a name for my brush either, but it's shaped like a pencil basically, but it's thicker. So I'm going to go on the outer corners of my eyebrows and the inner corners of my eye. And I'm just going to put a little bit of highlighter there just to make it pop a little bit. Nothing to hide, nothing to, just to make it pop a little. And on the outer corners also. Yeah, so next I am going to take my eyelash curler, I believe, and I am going to curl my eyelashes just because it's easier to apply the lash primer and the mascara with eyelashes that are curled a little bit, just a little bit. So I just do it for about 30 seconds on each eye. Sometimes I do it a little bit longer, but most time I don't. After curling the eyelashes, I'm going to use my Opening Act by Tarte, and it's the lash primer, and I absolutely love this stuff. It has made such a difference with my mascara applications that it is not to be believed. I only need one application now for my eyelashes to look like I have eyelashes. So I have not mastered the art of putting on false eyelashes yet. In fact, I only tried it one time so far, and it was not pretty. And unlike Sharon Wise, who is a wonderful, wonderful eyelash application person, she did a really good job. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with the Opening Act is getting the eyelashes primed for mascara. Now I'm taking a little Q-tip because I had an eyelash there. So continuing on with the primer. Okay, so my next step after the primer is to take the Tarte Lights, Camera, and Lashes. I love this stuff also. It's a bit pricey, but it is certainly worth it. And a friend of mine on YouTube, Valerie Dyson, told me to try the It Cosmetics mascara, and I'm going to do that as soon as I get to go to Ulta, probably next week, payday. Yeah, so I'm applying the Lights, Camera, Lashes by Tarte, and like I said, it's a really, really good mascara. I really like it. I'm sorry that my camera wasn't closer, but that's the best I can do. So my next step, okay, is the Lash Discovery by Maybelline Mini Brush Mascara. Now this is what I use for my lower lashes, simply because it's much easier to apply this with this tiny brush, and it doesn't make a mess. And then you can take that brush also and go over the fine lines in your lashes above or in the corners, and it works really well. I really like this mascara. So we're almost getting there. We're getting there. We're almost ready to close this out. Okay, finishing up with the mini brush from Maybelline. I guess it's just me that's doing this, not anybody else. There you go. There's my lashes. Of course, because the camera's not that close, you can't really see them that well. But now I'm going in with my Beauty Blender, and I am going in with the, I wet it down, and I'm drying it off with the paper towel. And then I have my my highlighter for my cheeks. And it's kind of a mauvey pink. and I dab it in, and I'm just going to pounce it on my cheeks. Just pounce, pounce, pounce. And that does just enough for me because I don't want to be one of those old ladies with hot pink cheeks. I just don't. It's just not me. So that is pretty much what I do, and that's pretty much my daily routine. And it doesn't take that long to do. And now I'm putting on a little bit of lipstick, and that would be the end of my tutorial for my makeup. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and I hope to do it again sometime. There you go. All right. Well, you take care. Thanks again for stopping by. And oh, one more thing is the spray, the setting spray. There you go. All right. That's it. Take care. Love you all. All right. That's the end of my, there. Yeah, look at that crazy hair. There we go. Okay. Combing it a little bit. Just a little. There we go. That's it. That's the finished product. There's my eyeglasses. Love you.